morning, folks. You guys can see me on the road here. We got Shelly beside me and Sylvain in the back. Woke up early, hitting the road. We're on Highway 1 here, heading east. We're gonna meet up with Jeff. We're gonna take the back road into Princeton and meet Jeff in Osoyoos. So we'll take you along for the ride. I'm gonna turn the camera on and off because when we go into towards Princeton, the number 3 highway is absolutely gorgeous ride. Beautiful area to be in, and then we're gonna come into the Okanagan where it's gonna be scorching hot. The temperatures there believe this today and this week gonna be in the mid 30s or even more. So it's gonna be a pretty nice day. And then once we meet up with Jeff, we don't know which route we're gonna take back home. We're just coming into Hope here. And a little background on Hope, guys. For all of your Sylvester Stallone and Rambo fans, Rambo, the original Rambo, boy, that's probably about 40 years ago or something like that, was actually filmed here in Hope. So that famous scene with the bridge and everything, all here in Hope. And that bridge, eventually, a few years back, probably 4 or 5 years ago now, he had to tear it down because it was just aging and he didn't use it anymore. So they tear that bridge down, and all the Rambo fans could actually go there and purchase a piece or get a piece of the bridge as a memorabilia. And just at that big anniversary, the whole town of Hope obviously had a big party happening to celebrate the anniversary. There you can see Shelly riding her bike. Here we go. Rolling into Hope here. Like I said, it's our first gas stop. Right there is the sign. Welcome to Hope. Here we are. Here's the split up, our fork. And again, if you go straight, that's the Okanagan Highway, which is the number 5. We're gonna take the number 3 towards Princeton and Osoyoos. Oh, look at the beautiful view, guys. So we're carving our way into the Crowsnest here, number 3 highway towards Princeton. Beautiful. Everything is nice and green at this point. Absolutely gorgeous. You got Sylvain and Shelly behind me, and let me just show you guys here. There they are, coming. Here we are. Doesn't get any better than that, guys. This is why it's called beautiful British Columbia. Absolutely beautiful. And the weather is just gonna get nicer and nicer and nicer. Here we are. On the right hand side here is Manning Park Resort. Great place to be, and there's actually a whole ski resort up here as well. And as you can see, in the summer there's a whole bunch of activities. Camping, there's some trails, there's lakes, but a beautiful ski resort here as well. Personally, I never went skiing here, but I've been told it's supposed to be pretty good. The only problem you have in the winter, when you actually try to come here, this highway can have quite a lot of snow on it. But there you go, that's Manning Park Resort. So I'm just ahead here of the crew. I'm gonna try to find a quick pull out and get a nice shot of them when they driving by. Well, let me pull out here and film the crew when they ride by. I think they're right behind me there. So let me get a nice little shot of them. And here they come. Sylvain in the front, followed by Shelly. Whoa! Nice! Hold on. Just keep going, guys. Pulling into Princeton. As you guys can see, traffic is getting quite heavy. I think that's all the people who are heading back to the west coast from the long weekend already making their way back. So here we are, we're coming down the hill into Princeton, and as you guys can see up there, like I said, the landscape, how it's changing. Definitely can see it there. And after here, when we're gonna head into or towards Osoyoos, we're gonna get the heat. I can already feel it now. It's still a little bit windy, so I'm not sure if I take my flannel off or not. I probably leave it on for a little bit longer, but it's definitely gonna get warm. Let me just check here our current temperature. We're sitting at 24 at this point. And we're probably gonna go up to like 34, 36 when we come into Osoyoos. Princeton, and then if you look down, you can see kind of like the downtown core, and then with the river flowing through it there. That's why everything was flooded down there, and actually just up here it was single lane traffic because the whole highway, it still seemed to be washed out, and they're fixing it, so hence the single lane. Back on the road after a quick stop to fuel up and grab some drinks and a couple snacks. So again, we're heading in here now towards Osoyoos. And if you can see this river here, you see how little water there is in there. This is the river that devastated the town here of Princeton when we had the big flood. So I believe they were saying it's a 1 in 100 year flood or something like that. But yeah, this little river that normal has barely any water was totally devastating the whole town of Princeton with all the rain and everything we had. As you can see, you still see there's sandbags and, you know, still rebuilding as we speak. Just rolling into Headley here, small little town. And traffic is actually quite heavy, but it's beautiful to just enjoy the ride. Just go with the flow. Lots of history in this small little town. There's a mine up, but we just saw on the sign that it's actually closed, which is too bad. But look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Some of the buildings here, lots of history. Again, the sign there for the Headley Gold Mine. Look it up there. Just unbelievable. Old stores here that obviously is closed. And again, if you look at the whole landscape, it totally changes once again. And the further we go, it's continuous kind of change in the landscape. We had to pull over and take some of the gear off. Like I said, the heat definitely came in. And as you guys can see, put my sleeves on so I don't burn myself. And actually put my gloves on from trashing supply here. Because I could feel on my hands I'm slowly getting a burn. Again, here we go, guys. Look at this scenery. It's beautiful. And whole landscape, everything is keeping changing the further in we get. Again, this is our desert here, or part of our desert. in British Columbia, and it's it doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better, you know. Again, we actually, let me have a look here. We 340 clicks outside of Vancouver, and we're in a beautiful country like this. So keep them coming along, subscribe and like. We're rolling into Keremeos here, and as you actually passed me because I missed it with following that RV, but there's tons of fruit stands and everything like that, and as you can see, like all the Okanagan Valley here, or Similkameen Valley, with all the orchards and everything like that. And like I said, we're starting also the wine country here as well. And further up here, like I mentioned earlier on, there is actually going to be a fork, and if you go to the left side, that will bring you into Princeton, and we're going to get kind of like turning right there and towards Osoyoos. But again, there's all those fruit stands here. And again, this town also during the flood was quite devastated as well. Again, that river, as you could see earlier on, just totally swelled up and flooded absolutely everything, especially around this area, because it's fairly low. Look at all the wineries here, all the farms, and again, look at how the scenery, the landscape, everything is changing. So we got wineries, we got the farmland, we got orchards, everything here. And just winding our way in here, and here again the little river. There's the little river that devastated so many towns. And if you look at it now, there's barely any water, it's barely moving. Absolutely amazing. If you see that now, and the devastation when you see it on the news and all that stuff. Look at this view. It's you gotta be here. You gotta be here to see it and experience. This is stunning. I know I keep on repeating myself, but wow. No matter how many times I came through here, it never stops to amaze me how beautiful this part of British Columbia of Canada is. We're just coming down the hill now, and that brings us into Osoyoos. Shelly is right behind me, and Sylvain is behind the car there. He's just contacting Jeff to see where about we're gonna meet up. Look at this view. Look at that. That's what I promised you guys. Stunning. You got Osoyoos right in front of us, and there's actually a little bridge, a little way that is going between the water there, and there's of course resorts, hotels, everything on both sides. So we're heading in. As you can see, the pull out here is pretty busy with people pulling over, taking pictures. But this is the view, guys. Here we go. Perfect, perfect. And then if you keep on going, like Jeff was in Nelson last night, and that's basically going to Osoyoos up the hill. And again, if you ever went up there, it's absolutely amazing how that looks when you go up there. And again, let me turn this camera around too, because this view is worth it to see full face on here. Look at that. You see again all the wineries, the orchards, and wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's why we wanted to ride here today. So this is in the Okanagan now, and again we got all the vineyards, the orchards, absolutely everything here. Welcome to Osoyoos, right there. small town feel. The buildings, like I said, everything changes here. The building kind of have a Mexican flair to it. Which, again, because I guess it's desert, it's easier on the buildings. I'm not too sure what the code is, but beautiful place. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's really, really busy here, because obviously there's a totally tourist place here. And a lot of traffic going through as well, because again, going into the interior here towards Nelson and everything. So you would basically go up the hill there. Well. Look who we found here in the parking lot. Who did we find? It's Jeff right there. Sylvain made it as well. Now Shelly got changed, and look at the bike from Jeff. He left on Friday. I don't know if the GoPro is just gonna pick up, but wow. Someone is gonna need to clean. Whoa. How many clicks did he do so far, Jeff? Wow, someone is gonna need to clean. And look at this, guys. Alright guys, time to go have a cold one. Bite to eat. Fueled up, ready to go. Sounds like Liz and Shay are not gonna make it. Traffic in Kelowna is a little bad, so we're just gonna head out. Again, look at this, gorgeous. So we learned that we're not going to meet up with Shay and Liz. Apparently, for them to come downwards here from Kelowna or Lake Country, actually, traffic would be pretty bad. So anyhow, we're going to head into Penticton and cut over, which will bring us back to Princeton, where we gassed up earlier. And again, this is the bridge I told you guys earlier on, where it goes right over the water from the one side to the other side. So we have Sylvain in the front there, Jeff here, and Shelly and then myself. So the four of us will start to make our way back to the lower mainland, to Vancouver. Got Jeff behind us, Sylvain in the front, followed by Shelly. And we got Jeff right here beside me on his 2019 CVO road glide. Like I mentioned before, we're heading back here. And again, if you can see this, you got all the vineyards, the orchards, the water. So we're gonna make our way into Penticton and then cutting over. It's unfortunate that we're not able to hook up with Shay and Liz in Lake Country, but totally understand with the traffic and everything like that. So just enjoy your view, guys, as we do. It's gonna be a beautiful ride back home. It's 3:40 in the afternoon, so we'll have quite a trek back, but hey, it could be worse, right? I mean, how can you beat a view in a ride like this? Again, let me turn it around here, show you guys the crew in the front here. You get an under view from this camera as well. And then again, Jeff is right behind me right now. But here we got Shelly on the right and Sylvain on the left. And once again, let me get Jeff in as well. There is Jeff. Riding right along the vineyards. Let me catch up to those guys here. Shelly right here. And Mr. Sylvain. We're just cruising down the highway, the road here, enjoying the view. Look at those cars. Wow. Again, everywhere you just saw the sign there, you pick your cherries, you pick your strawberries, anything like that. So we decided to turn left and don't go into Penticton, hence we are on this road. We just hit the nice curvy stuff here. Let me just turn the camera around here so you guys can see the crew here in the back. There's the crew coming right here. Shelly coming. Everybody's slowly coming and passing me. There we go. There's the whole crew. So yeah, we're making our way back to Vancouver. The sign we passed, it said 390 clicks. And again, this is the shortest way. It still depends which route we're actually gonna go. So what we're planning to do is going this way and then cut back over to Princeton again. That's where we made our second gas stop and had some snacks and then head that way. And then from there, when we get into Hope, we can always decide which way we want to go. If we're going to take the low heat or if we're going to take the Trans-Canada Highway. It just keeps on getting better. Again, look at the view here, guys. Making our way into the valley. Back in, like I said, into Princeton. Totally different route than we took originally. Because again, we wanted to do a little loop here rather than going back exactly the same way. Again, you got orchards, vineyards, and along this route there's a lot of bed and breakfast, Airbnb. You got pretty much everything. Like just a whole different living and life out here than we have in the big city. Again, there's a couple small towns along the route here. As nice as the road is and everything, we're just taking our time, taking it all in. Keremeos, and apparently we have a rodeo here as well. I wasn't even aware of that, but anyhow, we're back in Keremeos. That's where we came earlier on, and I told you guys if we would go left, brings us into Penticton. And we went kind of like right or whatever, that brought us into Osoyoos. So we're gonna come into the same little town, Keremeos here. You'll recognize it pretty soon here when you come down the hill. And then we basically backtrack on the number 3 highway on the Crowsnest into Princeton. So we just stopped at one of those local fruit stands, got some fresh apricots and some blueberries, and let me tell you, the flavor, wow. Life is good, guys. Fruit stands left and right, so we stopped in one back there, indulged in some local delicacy. It was really, really good. As you guys can see here on the flags, the wind picked up a little bit. And again, we're gonna make our way back in here into Princeton. Next stop will be Princeton. We'll gas up there, have a little drink like water or something, and then make our way back. Unfortunately, it's time to ride back. we would love to keep it going, but you know, tomorrow is back to work day again, so we have to make our way back. And I don't know, I'm sure the GoPro is picking Shelly's pipe up here. Those pipes sound absolutely crazy. Really nice sound to it, nice little rumble to it. And like I said before, she's riding that bike pretty hard. And it just sounds great. Beautiful bike. See you down the road, guys. I'm a little bit ahead of the crew here. I'm gonna try to pull over again. And I try to film him as he come along. So let me see if I can pull over here. And film him as he come along. And here he come. Jeff, Shelly, and Sylvain. Just keep it going. That's the crew for today, guys. We got them all. We got the Jeff who came first, Shelly, and then Sylvain. Now I'm just gonna catch up to them, and we keep it going. So stay tuned. See you down the road. Curving our way into Princeton. We're about 20 kilometers outside of Princeton. So 5-10 minutes or so, depending. We got a little traffic in front of us. Making our way in. It's beautiful and warm. And again, if you guys can see the river here beside me, like I said to you guys earlier, this little river is the one who flooded the whole town. And also Keremeos and everything. Barely any water in it right now, but during the flood it totally devastated the whole town up here. The sun with the mountains sometimes disappears a little bit. It's not cold, it's still nice. It's actually really comfortable, to be honest with you, right now, riding like that. And the bikes really love it. The bikes really want to go. Back in Princeton. We made it back in. Traffic sure is picking up. That means the long weekend is coming to an end. Cruising slowly in. Oh, looks like someone has a little barbecue or bonfire. I think bonfire is actually banned, so probably a barbecue. Back on the road, we filled up and had a couple drinks, some snacks. Heading back here. It is 6:15 in the evening. It's gonna be gorgeous going through Manning Park here. And cruising along. So let me just hand off the camera to Jeff. Hopefully he gets it what I'm trying to say. No, I give it to Jeff here. So Jeff is having the camera right there. For once I get to be on the movie as well, because normal I'm the guy who is filming, so pretty cool. I filmed Jeff, but Jeff is filming me, so pretty cool. Hopefully that's gonna be some cool footage to see there. Pretty awesome. So there he's coming. Jeff is filming right now. I think he was on his camera in the same time. So we all trying to get some footage done and filming each other. Awesome. And as you guys can see here, the road is nice and curvy, has nice corners. You can take it nice and slow and beautiful, just get into it, and then you get all those pin corners and everything as well. So once again, Jeff is filming now with the GoPro Hero 8 and I'm still on the Hero 10 here. Jeff is still filming as far as I see. Again, this Crowsnest Highway here is absolutely beautiful for motorcycles. Perfect road to go on, up and down in the mountains. And I mean, look how high we are, and you can look down in the valley. This used to be a mine, I believe, as far as I know. And then again, Apex Ski Mountain is just down there as well. So here we go, guys. Enjoy the ride, and we'll see you on the road. Look at this nice corner, beautiful, and it just continues up here. Absolutely gorgeous. This is what motorcycling is all about, coming to roads like this, guys. And then boom, right into a left corner. And again, look at this. Oh, in the valley there, the view, fantastic. Oh, Jeff clipped it on. Jeff clipped on the camera, so he's filming as well. There we go. We do a handover. Oh, that's funny. He had it clipped on. Perfect. Definitely will have some good footage from that one. Jeff clipped it on his handlebar and I was filming at the same time. Awesome. Too bad there's some traffic here, otherwise we definitely would have carved the highway here. As you see Jeff there in front of me, again, he's an on-the-strong rider. Can definitely ride side by side with him going to the corners like this, but as you guys can see, there's some traffic up here, which again makes it okay, makes it nice and enjoyable. But again, normal, that's a nice little road to go. Enjoy the corners. And that's what motorcycling is all about. Go and enjoy the road, guys. Like Adam Sandoval would say, get off the couch and ride your bike. The couch will kill ya. Doesn't get any better, guys. So here we go, keeping going. As you guys can see here, we're entering officially Manning Park right now. The signs left and right, and we're just keeping going here. Jeff, Shelly, and Sylvain, we all geared up. I left it like that. It's not cold, but it's definitely not warm anymore, especially in the shade right now. It's definitely a little bit on the, like I would call it, on the fresh side. So then you can see Shelly geared up, Jeff geared up. So I may gonna have to gear up later on too, but I'm not complaining, guys. It's still a beautiful ride out here. Cruising into Hope. So we're just coming in here. Sylvain is ahead. Hopefully he's pulling over because again, I kind of need to change batteries. We quickly stopped, changed the batteries as you guys can see it. We're gonna hit the highway and we decided we're gonna go in Abbotsford to a place called Brothers. It's pretty cool food. It's kind of like Montreal / Louisiana, French cuisine. Really nice food there. We've been there a few times. Good atmosphere, cool place to go. We'll take you along and probably gonna film while we're there, and then that's probably where I'm gonna call it today, because we got almost 8 o'clock here. It's gonna get dark, so by the time we have a bite to eat and everything, it's gonna be dark. Again, thanks for coming along. The highway was backing up, so Jeff knows his neighborhood here pretty well, so we took the back road and heading in from this way into the restaurant, the Brothers we're going to. And we just climbed up quite high up here in Abbotsford, and beautiful view down to the valley. Here we go, guys. Say hi or bye. Thanks for the ride.
Bye and bye. How about both?
Bye and bye. Like I said, we're gonna finish it off here. Parked up Brothers. Back here. Here we go. Let's go grab some food.